Our top story takes a look at simmering tensions underlining the Indo-China ties. The stage is set for both countries to take a seat at the table for high-level military talks. All eyes are on the highly anticipated meeting scheduled on Monday. The Chinese delegation will be on the Indian side of the line of actual control to hold talks. High on the agenda is military de-escalation in the Depsang plains. This meeting follows failed discussions in May, where Beijing demanded a 15 to 20 kilometer buffer zone or no patrol zone inside Indian territory. New Delhi refuted the demand and instead agreed to a 3 to 4 kilometer buffer area. The talks hit a dead end, and as either side refused to budge. While talks are a front line to regional diplomacy, in the backdrop, India is bolstering up its defenses along the line of actual control. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar recently emphasized the crucial role that infrastructure development plays in beefing up the nation's security. Days before the scheduled military talks, Indian Air Force announced new strike-capable drones in the north, particularly along borders with both Pakistan and China. The 4 new Huron Mark II drones, which can be equipped with long-range missiles and other weapon systems, have been deployed at a forward air base in the northern sector. But that is not all. India has also turned up the intensity of key infrastructure in the region. Now, according to reports, the government has deployed 2 public sector hydropower companies to fast-track 12 hydel projects in India's northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. The move can be seen as a strategic response to China's dam-building spree near the northeastern border. China remains on the edge, with several Western countries, especially United States. The frosty global image of tensions in the Pacific begs the question, will China's outlook towards its Asian neighbor be any different this time? And for more on this, we are now being joined by Captain Alok Bansal, the Director of India Foundation, live from Gangtok, Sikkim. Captain, welcome to WION World is One, and thank you very much for making time for us. I'll start by asking you, what is the insignificance and the importance of having this meeting on Monday?
See, we need to understand that this border talks have already been delayed. In fact, the last round of border talks took place on 23rd April. So it's more than 3 months. Previous border talks did manage to resolve certain friction points. The issues relating to Pangong So, as well as Galwan Valley, as well as Gogra Hot Spring were resolved to a very great extent. And at the moment, there are only 2 points of dispute that remain. One is near Demchok, which is actually an old established point of dispute between the 2 sides, which both sides have accepted that there is a dispute where the LAC exists. But it is the Depsang one, which is important because which is a fresh ingress when the Galwan Valley incident happened. And I think Chinese have been insisting that there should be a buffer zone, which should be much wider, which basically spreads into our territory as far as our perception of the line of actual control is concerned. And that's why Indians have been insisting that this needs to be reduced, because eventually, as per our understanding, this is in our side of the line of actual control. More importantly, these talks are very, very important because the leaders of the 2 countries have to meet each other, both probably for BRICS summit in South Africa, as well as G20 summits in coming, I think, 15 to 20 days. And I think it's essential that before the 2 leaders meet, these contentious issues are resolved, because India-China relations have been grossly derailed because of these incidents. And as the NSA said, that the strategic trust has been eroded to a very, very great extent. So I hope that tomorrow's talks come up with some sort of a resolution so that the 2 leaders can then take the relationship forward.
All right, Captain, let's talk about these talks now. What are India's demands? And if those demands are not met tomorrow, what happens next?
See, primarily India is asking Chinese to go back as far as the Depsang plains are concerned, where Indians have been patrolling way up in the past. And Chinese have now been blocking those patrols as they have moved in. So I hope some via media would be worked out, and I'm sure Chinese have resolved amicably other friction points on the northern bank of Pangong, so Gogra, Hot Spring, Galwan Valley. All these issues have been resolved to a very great extent, and I hope some mutually acceptable resolution should come out with talks tomorrow. However, if it doesn't happen, this would cast a shadow when the two leaders meet, possibly in South Africa or in New Delhi during the G20 summit.
All right, we'll have to leave this discussion there. I've been talking to Captain Alok Bansal. Captain, thank you very much for all your insights and for talking to WION World is One today. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.